Hey guys, how's it going? Extra here. So, one of the people who requested me to do an analysis was Mr. L, and he wanted me to do him versus Linoone at Expand Gong. So, from what I understand, he lost this 3-2 despite Jason's amazing coaching. Apparently, he can coach anyone to beat Linoone except for Mr. L. But yeah, getting into it. So, Cloud Bayo, I don't really play either of these characters, but I'll do my best. I've watched enough Cloud Bayo that I think I have a decent handle on it.
Single word he's saying.
So, oh shit, let's
I think we're getting into it.
I just want to turn down the volume a little bit.
Alright, let's go see what's going on.
Okay, so we're going to Smashville. This is one of those stages where it's I feel like Cloud maybe shouldn't go there. You probably don't want to give, you want to give Bayo more space rather. But, that's just my feeling.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's important.
But Dave started anyway.
Decent
So,
grab.
obviously, I'm pretty sure Ben...
This is one of the most bullshit things about Bayo, I reckon. The jump side B. You get so much reward for such a small read.
I don't actually know, but Ben is first.
Alright, already been hit by one heel slide.
And Linoone is second.
Actually, no, the most recent PR, true for.
So this is kind of a frame trap. As soon as you get grabs, when you recognize this, you basically have to DI out, and it's kind of a 50-50. Linoone just waits, gets massive damage off that pretty much, but there's no reason you should actually die to that.
I've always heard Pat say very good things about his two younger siblings.
Yeah, it's weird how much talent is there.
So from what I've seen of Linoone, a lot of his movement so far is just rolling and baiting stuff. Got the witch time, roll, back, roll, where are we? Jump air dodge. Yeah, so you can expect him to not necessarily be pressing buttons right at the start of the game. There's the heel slide, good punish. Or decent punish, I guess.
Is definitely a ripe little grape.
Alright, I feel like this full hop was a mistake. But overall, pretty decent.
Is Mr. L also using the I hate Mr. L tag?
Yeah, he is. He currently is.
And yeah, Linoone just jumping around here.
Oh, is this going to be a very nice and cool Bayonetta combo? The answer is no.
It's not at all.
At this point, with Cloud, I'm kind of wondering,
is that she can't actually kill you unless
I'm kind of wondering if it's worth it to, in this situation, rather than grab, waste limit so you get more damage. But I suppose that's a matter of opinion. I don't know whether or not Linoone's edge guarding is any good. Oh.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah, okay, so you deserve that, basically. Obviously you can't, do this against Bayo just for free.
Yeah, something like this.
One thing I also noticed when playing Linoone is that he's very, very aggressive with his witch times.
Very cool and nice.
Yeah, he actually is known for a lot of down Bs, but I haven't seen as many, but the one that he needed hit.
Who's his coach?
Yeah, Ghostman.
So, arguably the best Bayonetta in Australia.
I mean, yeah, there's no...
Good call out on the jump air dodge. So right now my feeling is that Linoone is patient, but if you charge limit, he'll approach. And I reckon that's something that you could probably take advantage of a bit more. I don't really like these full hops at all. I guess you're positioning yourself for a jump read, but a lot of the time it feels like you're better off doing a short hop. You miss a punish on that pretty much just because you full hopped. That was unfortunate. Basically just you missed it because of hitbox bullshit. Alright. Oh, you went for it again. He could have witch timed you then again. You have to be really careful of this because if you get witch timed at the ledge, you could just get converted into a down air and just fucking die. Okay, he's done that. He's done that side B 2 times now.
Maybe he has a setup into
LCS.
He's basically spamming the jump side B. Terrible cross slash.
That's not going to do anything, and now he's lost his limit.
So he witch timed here. I feel like you could have just up smashed out of shield instead of grabbing, and it probably would have killed him.
It's crazy that Linoone's so high up. Just thinking about it. Ooh, nice. Oh.
The footstool.
Haiku plays Eunice.
Yeah, Haiku's...
Another thing I'm noticing about Linoone is his pressure is often, he'll do an aerial and then he'll do a down tilt immediately after. And you can punish that down tilt. Looking here... Alright, you back off. You should have been able to... You shouldn't have dropped shield there for one. Because if he does an up B, then you'll just get caught in it. You can punish that down tilt if you just stay shielding. And in my opinion... You're better off shielding this rather than dashing towards him. And now he's got a conversion. You should be dead here. No, you fell out and
You
got
hate
kind of
to
lucky.
see that happen.
Damn, I thought that was Linoone.
So this is definitely doable. I don't know why you wasted your time hitting the balloon here when you should have been charging limit, or whatever. You're a spurg.
Same. He jumped too far.
There we go. There we go. Call out on the call out on the nair down tilt. I think you could have gotten an up tilt here into potentially more damage than just a jab, but oh well. You can't. I assume this was a mistake. So Linoone's, yeah, he's really really side B happy when he's close to the ledge.
There you go. He's got limit at least.
Yeah, I think it would have been
Alright.
cooked otherwise.
That's alright.
Could have been bad.
Very spicy.
Flubs.
That could have been
So
bad.
here you should have. I wouldn't have gone for that in the first place.
Spicy.
And then you just kind of like overread it.
Yeah, no, dude, Miss L's movement is like really good.
This is all bad. This is all like really bad. Like,
Yeah, no, dude, Miss L's movement
that's unfortunate mostly.
is like.
I don't know if you can actually keep doing the cross slash when she's bat within it, but I assume you can. Grab. Down there, okay.
Very hopeful.
He DI'd in on the grab, so you should have just gone for a nair in my opinion. Get the damage. And yeah, he punishes you for overextending.
Very hopeful.
Just
Oh no.
yeah, you gotta be really, really wary of Linoone's switch times, because he'll just do it when he's at low percent. Not a bad overextension by you necessarily, but at high percent,
you don't
it's
have
like,
to think either. That's
eh.
the best part. So I believe Linoone.
We're not getting coaching, are we? No, we're not. Okay.
I wonder where he's gonna go. I won't have a clue.
So these characters basically like the same stages. It depends. Like, I think Linoone, like, I don't see him go to Battlefield very much, but maybe that's because I banned against him. But in general, like, I don't think he goes to Battlefield too much. Lilat is like, you get bullet camped, but it's really good for Cloud. Town, I think, is also, like, it's good for both. I probably, if I were you, I would go Town, but it really depends on how confident you are in DIing his combos. Like, both of those times you died to a Witch Time, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad choice.
I've been drunk all weekend.
Yeah, Jack has destroyed his voice since it.
Alright, let's just skip through. Okay, we're going FD. So this is like both these characters don't really like it, but since Cloud has his up air and can juggle Bayo, then I assume that's pretty good. Alright, charging. Damn, you just got hard called out here. Because you were too scared to press a button. He like ran in, and yeah, just called you out. That's your own fault.
Of course. Goddamn grapplers.
Nice.
Okay, good SDI, good SDI. That was very questionable, but alright, we made it out.
Yeah, it is. Like, if you can, like, if you SDI up, he can't hit you with.
So I feel like you should have just instantly been able to punish this. So he, one thing else I've also noticed is that if you're pressuring him, he's very inclined to heel slide out of the corner. So you could probably just wait for that. Alright, Linoone going for way more grabs this game. Ooh, unfortunate. This is basically just like bullshit.
That's how you connect the fair from a up.
And he catches your landing.
That's how you connect the fair.
Could you have done anything about this? You probably could have stalled with a side B, but yeah, unfortunate mostly. Alright,
Ooh, yeah, see
good
now.
SDI.
Hopefully, Mr. L doesn't blow his limit a little bit too early.
Yeah, that would be quite sad.
Here's what I mean. Obviously, you like completely fucked up this punish.
Quite sad.
You overcomplicated it by trying to do too many perfect pivots. But if you just chill, I feel like Linoone will approach you.
He's just not getting the
That was extremely
he
lucky.
needs with his moves. Like he'll get a conversion, but he won't, you know, be racking up massive
Oh,
cloud
that's good.
damage.
Alright,
Yeah,
you've
balloon turbo is one of them.
had to use your limit.
Scary.
So in this sort of situation,
He'll get a
in my
conversion,
opinion,
but he won't, you know,
it's kind of difficult because throwing out a button and not throwing out a button is basically a 50-50. But I would air dodge and like go here because you're only on 97%. So that means that like whatever you want him to do, you want to get into the center of the stage so he can't hit you with anything that's like too hard. Like he's not going to go for like an F smash or something or an up smash hard read and hit here because the chance of that happening is just like so low out of everything you could have done. So he's just going to try and like react to something. And going into the center of the stage means that he won't be able to hit you like super far off stage.
be racking up massive cloud.
And also trying too hard to save your limit. When it's sort of like an inevitability that you'll lose it, especially if they're like any good at edge guarding at all is kind of extremely risky.
That was scary.
Linoone could have definitely killed you there.
Did that close to the stage with them?
So one thing I'm noticing is he's going for a lot more grabs this match.
That was scary. Dude,
If he
And you're
would've
still
done that
shielding,
stage with
so I'd be very, very careful of that and try your hand at more with punching.
down smash.
Okay, good mash, I guess.
Oh, no.
That was a witch time, 100%. Like you were just a slightly faster than him. But yeah,
Oh, nice anti, yeah.
That move as
Alright, get your limit.
It's really good. Oh, good weight.
I feel like you're catching on to some of his witch times, but you could be going for a harder punish. Like here, I wonder if you could go for like an up air out of shield and it would hit her. I'm not necessarily sure about that. Yeah, nice. You can't let Bayo's side B back onto the stage. Linoone just jumping around, you run in and call him out. He kind of panics. You still have to be like really ready for this. Like he's diagonally above you. You always have to like assume that Bayos, especially like not super good Bayos, are gonna go like straight in at you. And this could have, if he hit the proper hitbox of this, it could have turned into like the ABK side B up air rather type bullshit that kills you if you don't DI good. But you get kind of lucky. Alright, going to ledge. He's kind of got a bit of a handle on you when you're at the ledge. I would recommend just chilling out a little bit, waiting a little bit, because you just want the Bayo to like press a button and then you can swoop in and hit him. Yeah, like last game he killed you for like preemptively jumping off the ledge and down airing. Which timing your down air rather. Oh no wait, that was when he was at the ledge, sorry, never mind. But yeah. Don't be afraid to just wait.
I actually haven't seen Mr. L pull off many
Alright.
Mr. L's, which
I
is-
feel like when you're charging limit, he doesn't really know what to do. But when you're going in, you're just kind of like losing. Again, there was the near down tilt pressure.
Yeah, that's what he. I've seen him do it
Good
so
back
much
air.
on the Queensland streams.
Okay, that was decent. You're just kind of capitalizing on his bad habits, but right now not enough. Again, this pressure's so lazy. You can definitely that was a decent punish, but you could have F tilted that for sure. Don't be afraid. I feel like whenever you see a witch time, you just go for a grab. Don't be afraid to like wait a little bit, like a split second, and then hit him with like a slow move, because that will definitely like actually kill him. And right now, you definitely need to like capitalize a bit more on his missed witch time. So yeah, like grabbing is not bad, but just sort of understand the amount of time you have to punish the move and throw out like a forward tilt or like a down smash or something. Okay, alright, decent. Again, you probably could have killed him. What did he do here? The one thing to be scared of is if he like spot dodges immediately, but he just shielded. I reckon we're gonna see. Oh, you lost your limit. I was gonna say we're gonna see like a dumb blade beam or something. You got a bit unlucky. Alright, that was good. Yeah, Linoone's ledge habits, you're finally sort of like catching onto them and punishing him for it. That shouldn't be too much damage. Yeah, nice DI, nice DI. How do you get this up B? You just rushing in. You can't like pressure Bayo like this. You need to wait for this kind of stuff, because they are going to press a button, and no Bayo is going to do like wake up grab, or like most of them won't. So you can just kind of like hold shield rather than jump around her. Okay, done a lot of damage, but he also expended all of his is this a cross slash? He expended all of his option resources. So you could have got a bigger punish off that. Like if I were you, I would have. Yeah, I've gotten hit. I would have done like a landing up air to start a combo. There we go. There we go. Oh, he didn't die. Finally, you get like a good punish on the witch time, and just barely doesn't kill.
Dude, that was so dope.
Okay, so what's Linoone gonna do? Drop down up B from ledge. There's no reason to go for this down air,
That was so dope.
because like there's no reason to mix up unless you see he mixes up. Like that can't even really like challenge him. It's just an attempt at a cheesy kill. Okay. Cross slash. I don't really like cross slash in this matchup, but I guess it's good. Raw grab. Okay, he's used all his resources. You almost certainly could have F-smashed him for this instead of grabbing him.
Alright, here we go.
I reckon he's just gonna pull the trigger.
That's good.
Quite honest. Yeah, one more raid he's done. Hey. SDI.
Can't really do much about that. As much as Jack Gorman thinks you should SDI it.
You're not gonna.
See?
Terrible.
missed out.
Terrible.
I like that idea,
Did you
though.
win this
He was
game?
gonna read, like,
Should
the
be an up
full
air.
round. The problem
F tilt.
is
Yeah, nice
IO
option
can
coverage.
just-
And he's dead.
Wow, and F
Okay. So this entire string was like a little bit spaghetti. I like the drift, honestly. He might have been able to get like forward air into bullshit, but that was fine mostly.
See the missed
Good
out.
restraint.
I
Good
like
restraint.
that idea, though. He was gonna read like.
And this was like his first mistake, where if you hit the DABK, like if you shield the DABK and they bounce off, then that often puts him in like a really bad position.
The problem is.
And yeah, you covered it well. You covered most of the
And
options.
F-tilt just does it.
F tilt's so crazy.
Big shot.
Alright, that was good. I'd ban, against Linoone, I'd ban Lilat just so you don't get cheesed.
Being the
Even though it's like a good stage for you. Oh, we're going town. Okay.
Oh, that's very nice to Chiang you got there. Is that streaming that with the...
Again, he's grabbed you at the start of the match.
Oh, that's very nice to Chiang you got there.
Don't be afraid to roll more. I mean, it's a bit of a 50-50 between like, oh, will he heal slide? But this is like,
That doesn't show up.
oh, he messed up the frame trap. Nice jump away.
Just for me? Oh, thanks, dude.
Not a fan of that, but I assume that was like a misinput.
Oh my god.
That was really cute.
Love mistake.
I feel like you've been letting him get down too easily because you're not inclined to make a read in advantage and actually like push your sort of soft advantage state where you don't have anything true.
L 2017.
Up air, yeah. Okay. He doesn't side B from the ledge here, so that should be your first indication that he's adapted somewhat.
That one.
Yeah. Let's wait a bit more to see what goes on. But I think he's just walling him.
Okay, good grab. That was really unfortunate, and you just had the
I think he's just.
I think this was a fuck up, but you had the nair because he DI'd in.
Oh, are you serious?
This shouldn't be death though.
He'll be alright. He'll be alright.
Oh, will he?
SDI down?
Good
Yeah,
SDI.
smart.
Down.
Okay, yeah, his heal slides aren't really working, so I would expect him to adjust and start grabbing you more.
I feel like he was a bit scared.
Again, the nair down tilt, and you get hit by it. Like, so far he's done almost nothing
I feel like
after nair except down tilt, so there's no reason to not hold your shield here, and I don't know what kind of punish you went for. Nair's like super safe, just don't challenge it. It's like a little Mac move.
but now that he's getting the conversions, he's not being out damaged.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that was really questionable.
Now that he's getting the conversions, he's not being out
You drifted towards him and even expended your double jump, and then you just bailed back. And like obviously he's tried to like get out of the situation and just
I mean, I guess
put
there
himself
is
in a
reason
good
why
position to
he's
punish you
doing
for it. Is probably dead? No? Okay, he fucked up, I think. Nice movement. Don't do the down air. Okay, you went for a trump. Might have worked. But trumping Bayo is like so hard because of the the inherent like up B mix up, because she can hold down up B to make you like drop your shield. So in my opinion it's not really worth it.
Yeah, he just like keeps.
Will
Okay,
any
there's a grab.
like,
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Like, keeps
Alright.
Will any...
I hate that like characters can do this and I can't.
Yep.
Makes
Okay.
me sad. I can just up smash though, I
The
guess.
angle's too good. That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like at that percent will any like
Yeah.
LCS move work?
Like,
At this point I have to question why you're still approaching.
Any
Limit,
B
limit,
moves?
yeah.
Yeah, that works.
That was retarded. This was so bad from both of you guys. I don't know what you were doing.
Any
Limit,
B
limit,
moves?
yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Like the up smash didn't even make sense.
Just like waiting.
Okay, you finally grabbed him there
Yeah, totally.
for doing the unsafe nairs. Good DI. You could have.
He's on fire right now.
How many resources did he use? He used 2, so he would have had like 20 something frames of end lag. I don't know. I feel like you could have gotten a bit bigger a punish there. Okay, that's cute.
Press 1 if he has, and you know. Well, I wanna
Okay,
see some
smacking him
ele-
away. At this percentage, he's almost certainly going to go for a witch time, like a random witch time, because you're pressuring him so much. Oh, dude, I just called it so hard.
and, you know. Well, I want to see some elephants in the chat, by the
Like, he read you doing this,
way.
but you
Now
fucked
it's
up,
elephant-
and
the
he got
elephant
punished for it.
is my fan group.
Ah, is it yours now?
Yeah, so
Okay.
me and Sam stole it. So let's see some
We're also seeing a lot of DABKs. So I'd like to see you respect that option a bit more. Like here, once you got your Nair, if I were you, I would have just backed off and charged limit, which would force him to make a dumb mistake. And in that case, I would probably assume he would like ABK or side B or like DABK into you, and you just fucked up here.
I mean, it's still part of nature.
I don't get why you did that really, but whatever.
That was a nice reverse.
So overall,
aerial attack.
at this percentage, it's good to back off and say, look, I'm gonna let you come to me. And I guess you're kind of doing that, but
Oh, no.
I did not like any of this. Like these two down airs,
That was a nice reverse.
at the top of the town and city platform. This is just like praying to get wish timed, and you're really lucky he didn't do it. And did you lose your jump here? Let me just double check.
I like it a lot. What are you doing? What?
You didn't lose your jump here. You just come down with a dumb back air, and he punishes you for it. That's big damage.
Weave. Oh, elephants in the chat. Thank you, people.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, nice grab, nice grab. Good recognition that you couldn't get the side B, and
Really,
Yep,
really don't
good
know
stuff.
That one from Linoone there.
overall,
I thought the hip
I'd say that you're still like a little bit too willing to like jump into the fray and fight Bayo, and she has so many like good options, like out of shield options, forward air, nair, up B, and just like grabbing you that.
I think
Oh, and down tilt as well. That I feel like I don't know. I think you're just a bit too eager to chase Bayo and still fight her when you don't have the percent lead, or when you do have the percent lead rather. Like that obviously last interaction worked out in your favor, but in reality it was like super risky. And you almost like you got witch timed, and he could have maybe killed you if he was a bit smarter about it.
Big bad New Zealand boy.
I can't wait till he comes out.
All right, back to town. One thing I like doing, like obviously you're fine with town. One thing I like doing is if I win on someone's Canopy stage, then I just ban that stage anyway and force them to go somewhere else just to throw them off. But it's not really like worth thinking about.
What?
Set a pulse on Team John right.
Alright, good damage, good damage.
I'm
So now he's on the ledge, probably gonna like forward air you.
Oh, right.
No, he went for the jump
Pox,
side B.
yeah.
You could punish this if you're like a bit faster about it.
no, I'm
Oh, right. Oh, Pox, yeah.
But you tried to like double shield for some reason.
Nah. Fuck Team Good.
Alright, he's still like, your running shields are like getting called out enough for me to like be kind of worried about it. But he doesn't capitalize there.
I mean, at this percent doesn't really matter.
Okay, you
But,
bail.
like,
I don't know, like
I don't like the idea of messing around there. Just like get
Why'd the volume go
away
up?
from there.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
He's catching a.
Sorry, I missed that last
I don't
little
like
section.
The idea of messing around there. Just like get the fuck away from there.
I feel like you're running up in Bayo's face way too much. Like it's good to pressure people, but sometimes you need to let them
The way he catches
just chill, because otherwise you're playing like a mix-up game that you don't really want to. Nice. Probably could have got a better punish than that, but whatever. It's working out so far.
punishing her like ending leg with the grabs as well.
Right now, I would not expect him to witch time again, because he's already used 2, and like cause it stales so much, you can like go in now, and not be too afraid of like hitting a bigger punish that's not just like a grab. Like see, he's covering himself with a back air rather than witch timing. Yeah, use limit, smart.
He's never had problems getting limit so far this set, so like he really could have
Very risky from Linoone. You just jumped out of there pretty smart.
led to a very scary combo.
I don't really like this whole shielding at ledge business. I mean, it's okay as like a mix-up, but Bayo has so many options. What was that? You could have, as soon as you did the forward air, you could have punished that. You could have reacted to that.
Dude, that move is busted. I hate that move. Why is it so strong?
Okay. Alright, you are sort of doing what I say, like backing off a little bit. There we go, getting limit. That's pretty smart. Okay, never mind, you just used it. So this is like a dumb mind game, really. Like, there's no reason to do this aside from like thinking you're smart. You should just like move around, and like if you're not smart enough to guess or like be able to react to him like running at you, like this is like so long. Let me do the frame by frame thing. What did you try and do? Did you try and do it like I don't know what the hell you had planned, but that looks like a finishing touch. So if you're like not quick enough to be able to react to this, then just don't do it.
Oh, dude, he didn't move enough that like
Risky down air.
Animation.
Alright, so you've got the stock lead, but you don't have limit. So I would not be surprised if you died like really quickly here.
This could be the end of Linoone's winners run.
But let's see what we can do with losers.
My main question is why you're still. Are you dead? Yeah. Is why you're still like engaging Bayo, one without limit and two when you have the stock lead. I think that's probably why you lost.
Really nice,
Yeah.
actually.
I don't think the DI was very on point.
I honestly really like watching Bale.
Unfortunate, but he doesn't get much damage off it.
Most interesting character in this game.
Okay.
Can I just say that was some very good SDI?
Be very careful of these run-in shields. Has he done the Nair down tilt again? Yeah, like
He's most interesting
don't
character.
punish Nair.
Can I just say that was some very
Unless you have a hard call out on his Nair and you can start doing like an up air out of shield here. Don't punish it, because you just get hit. And how much damage is that? That's a lot of damage, and you're off stage, but he fucks up, so you're right. I'm also very surprised that he hasn't tried to call out your jump air dodge from the ledge just yet.
Luckily, he knew to hold out and jump out.
Okay, cute movement.
I like watching Bale do like the
Grab,
non-conventional
nothing. He
combos.
DI as well.
Just pressing the B button.
Yeah, the bridge ones, like, yeah.
Like just
Like
anything.
the up air ones, like
Like
early
fair,
up
fair
air.
one to up air.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
Oh,
You're not dead to this, so that's fine. That's fine.
He would have killed himself if he fair 3'd off.
Are you dead to this? Okay. So overall, your DI on the combos has been fine.
Okay, Linoone's back in it, I think.
That was a very weird frame trap. So you tech here,
Okay, Linoone's
slide off the platform air dodge, and he gets a grab out of it. That was just like an sort of an unforeseen problem. That was terrible.
oh, nice tag.
You deserved to lose for doing this awful finishing touch.
Oh,
You should have just gone to ledge.
You're nutty.
Now you don't have the percent lead. I don't know how you lost the percent lead so quickly, but this gets Bayo. You don't have the percent lead and you don't have limit, and you're still doing this dumbass down there. Like, this is why it doesn't work. Because if the Bayo just waits for like a split second,
from someone
then like the witch twist can just beat it.
Yes. I liked it.
Okay, we're getting limit.
Yeah. He's just playing it nice and safe.
he wouldn't want to take another hit. Alright, here we go.
Are you dead?
He DI'd it.
You got to be ready for that.
Nice and safe.
He wouldn't want to take another hit.
At this point, like you got to be able to react to this, and it's basically just like he picked a good timing to hit you with that.
DABK in. You can't get regular
Overall,
ability unless you hold
one other thing I'd like to see from you is playing less of the ground game and like foxtrotting less and running less. There's no harm in like spacing things out with jumps, and since you were calling out his jump side Bs so much, he kind of stopped doing that in this game, and that can be a way to sort of like bait him into doing more dumb things like that. I don't know. I feel like you're very inclined to move around when you really shouldn't be against Bayo. Like you're just running up and hitting it. If I were Jason, I would say stop approaching when you have the percent lead, and stop doing ridiculous limit usages.
Alright, where was that? I didn't see that.
Okay, where are we going? Smashville. I wouldn't have gone here. I would have gone back to FD. Didn't you win on F? You won on FD, right? So you should be able to go back there because of the rule set. Whatever.
Suma,
Yeah, you definitely won on FD. I don't know why we're going to Smashville when you lost on this stage.
he's
Okay, already big damage.
Suma Mura,
How did he get this hit?
Suma, Suma Baka.
Did he just? Yeah, he basically just ran across the entire stage and grabbed you. And here you have to be ready for the secondary follow-up. Like, okay, that's missed. You have to like panic more than what you do. Like, you can't land for free against Bayo. And in general, I feel like when you're landing, you often don't press a button because you're scared of witch time. So you just don't do anything and just let him get a free hit. And this is just massive damage.
He's sticking on him way harder.
Okay, 60%. He shouldn't kill you off this though. No. Weird, very weird ledge get up, like neutral get up.
Yep, that's the one.
Too slow.
Good, he didn't do the heel slide for once.
Yeah, that's good.
So right now you're panicking, kind of. This should be good momentum. Did that shield poke? Oh my god.
Whoopsie daisies.
That definitely shield poked. Fuck. That's so unfortunate. So in this situation, I think you just want to chill. You want to wait for him to do something stupid. Again, I feel like this should have been a punish, but you did a full hop. You really got to kick this full hop out of shield habit. Like, that's something you might have to like legitimately practice.
I mean,
Okay. So if I were him, I would start going for like a heel slides now.
definitely
like,
act like one.
no, I'd say that you sound like it right now.
Okay, just lands a straight up B, but doesn't really. Oh, you air dodged.
I've been drinking water all the time. I don't post that.
No, you haven't.
I have.
I watched you.
Shush.
Again,
I've been
why even like why bother trying to trump Bayo? Because you don't know how many times she's gonna hit the ledge. Realistically, you're in shield, and she has just like so much time to punish. You almost could have died there. One thing I'd also love to see you punish more is, or respect more in general, is the DABK option.
He was getting punished for them way more.
Cause like why you?
Down with up.
I'm gonna assume this was you trying to up air out of shield and just fucking up. Cause like sometimes I do that too, but you can't. You can never grab that.
Like that's really good though. Like doing that.
Okay.
Sort of.
I feel like that could have been a finishing touch, but I'm also retarded, so don't listen to me.
Crap is like.
Another thing you do is every time you get hit, you just air dodge automatically, and sometimes he's not in a position to punish, and you need to recognize, like in this situation in particular, well, one, this down air on stage was extremely risky, and not something you should be doing at 121. But like here, you should be like, if you drift in, he can't really hit you with too much, and if you air dodge, it's a frame trap into something that'll potentially kill you. It doesn't, but lucky. Oh, again, like you're just not respecting the ABK at all. Like he's here, he's going to. Oh my god, he's going to do it. He's been spamming that shit for the entire set. Yeah, okay, I take that back. If I was Jason, I would say punish him for doing the ABKs. Run up cross slash not working.
Cloud.
Cloud is just so strong.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just not really understanding what he's doing in neutral. Your neutral's just okay. Alright, fine, it worked. Okay, the ledge trump finally worked, but that was only because he went immediately to the corner of the stage with the side B. And also I'm pretty sure he could have held down so you would get hit by the side B hitbox, but whatever. Alright, cool. The ledge trump worked, but don't do it when Bayo's like below you.
Extra sponsor tried to talk to me.
Okay, so this is even. He's already thrown out a witch time. I don't know why you aren't getting limit. Go get limit. Stop trying to fight Bayo when you don't have limit, because you could just die to an edge guard.
Okay, so on that you need to make sure you hold out. It's not true on anyone but Fox.
I think Linoone's changed his nair pressure. He's no longer doing the down tilt. He's going for grabs, but it's still not working. And he is spamming the shit out of rolls. Spot dodge, roll, like roll. That was like immediately out of those bad situations. He was just like roll, spot dodge, roll, and he finally gets a punish on you, which is like just like really cheesy and really scrubby.
I totally agree. Luckily he died out.
Bad air dodge.
I totally agree. Luckily.
I don't really know what you're trying to like do here. I feel like this is very much like panicking. He's just pressing buttons. Like when he was obviously that's big damage, but like when he was up here, you don't need to roll in at all.
Luckily he died out.
Probably should have gone to the ledge, but whatever. Okay, so there's big damage and oh dear.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Nice. Oh, whoa, what the heck?
Okay, so you're gonna have to use your limit. Just accept it. Oh wow, you got hit out. You got so lucky there. So right now, your grabs aren't hitting. He's just like dancing around you.
And Bayo should really know how to SDI.
I would say again, you can't like shield grab back air mostly.
I mean, Bayo should really know how to SDI.
He's hit you with so many dive kicks. Okay, that was alright. The run past, like this run past thing, you have to realize when the opponent isn't shielding and when they're just moving around you. And like the run past grabs and the run past cross slashes, they only really work when the opponent's shield. Oh, you missed a tech. They only really work when the opponent is like shielding. And
That was nutty.
in this case, he wasn't shielding. He was just like, he was so full of confidence that you can't just go for like a run up grab, because he's not going to like respect your range. You weren't making him respect your range. In this situation, you want him to get the fuck off of you. So you want to throw out a nair instead of a grab, or like a back air. And like, I know you're scared of witch time, but at this point anything will kill you because you're at 161. So in some way, it's like not worth being scared of witch time, because he doesn't need it to kill you. Overall, yeah, you just completely failed at punishing a few of Bayo's moves,
What a wild
and that let you down. And I think, yeah, your inclination to still like run up straight in Bayo's face and try and play like the RPS game, like you were way too close to Bayo in most of these games that you couldn't even really play the spacing game. You were just playing like an RPS where it's like if you win, you might like get a grab or you get like a cross slash, and if she wins, she gets like 30%. So overall, I really would have liked to see you just force the approach at least once. And yeah, I suppose that's it in terms of like what I wanted to talk about. I hope this helped. I think I'm pretty decent at fighting Bayo, so I can pick up on like a lot of things you did incorrectly. So yeah, overall, that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Whoops.